first machine getting ready to be unloaded from the former meth crack trailer that's now the very funky homemade Snowmachine trailer at the start of our 10-day journey. Really curious. Gushing overflow. It looks like there was a outpouring from a high mountain lake or something, and we're just trying to make sure that
but if Jeff hits it fast enough, then he'll go right across.
It's safe to cross. Kevin and Alissa are navigating the ice. We're trying to find the tractor trail that might lead us down towards Pickerel Lake.
I don't know. Just compacting, huh?
Yeah. Once it spins the snow, it's kind of air under there. So if you push it back underneath, it's got something to grab. It's amazing how well that works.
He's doing it?
Bend left. Go Kevin. I've heard a couple different stories. There was a crash down here and they had to get to Northway. Yeah, to rescue the plane or something.
Did you read the about Lieutenant Allen?
I don't know about Lieutenant Allen.
The original guy that was sent up to come up the Copper River.
Oh, wow.
After Seward's Folly. Lieutenant Allen, a few years later was sent up this way.
Yeah, and he had some great adventures.
Well, we just had an amazing day. Breaking trail from our cabin camp at Jotaman Lake. So that place where the mountain drops down in that valley is where we're headed. And that's the gap of Nebesna Creek, Nebesna River. And then way over here, there's a spot where the mountains are looking bright. And on our side of it, a little bit shady. And that's got to be the Shoshana River Valley coming down out of the Wrangell St. Elias Mountains. Wow, we are lucky to be out here today. Kevin on the old machine, Alissa on the white tundra at the end of an incredible trail breaking day in country that was new for all of us. Try to make more trail in waist-deep snow. Heading towards Nebesna River. Kevin in the lead. Here we are, north of the Wrangles, winding our way through who knows where, trying to pick our way all the way back to the Nebesna. Kevin the heroic on a really old, very simple machine. just keeps coming along. Alissa following on the tundra, and I've been trying to make a track with this big tugboat of a sled. Oh my goodness, we are having too much fun. Go Kevin. Definitely about path of least resistance.
What?
This is definitely about path of least resistance.
Right.
But we think we see Pickerel Lake right where it should be.
We're almost to Lick Creek.
Yep, we are almost to Lick Creek. And then we are also almost to Pickerel Lake.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can find a way to get through the deep snow. Find a place to...
How come you're taking all your clothes off?
Because it's so hot. I'm breaking trail on snowshoes right now. We're at the heat of the day and it's warm.
It's about 40, I think.
Feels like it. Well, late March, and this is a video for Mike. Sitting here on the edge of Lick Creek. Didn't really have a trail today, but we did a lot of bushwhacking and trying to find our way across this little creek to get a little bit closer to the mountains and head down to Pickerel Lakes. Long shadows at the end of the day, and we have been on our snowshoes for, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours, I think, trying to find a route. Everybody's a little bit tired, but we have only maybe a mile to go back to where the snow machines are. Making our way back from down in the valley. Now we're making a climb back up the slope. We gotta get back up to our machines. Then we'll get back to the cabin, refuel, have dinner, pack up, and bring the camp out this way tomorrow. Incredible long day of snow machining and mostly snowshoeing today. Oh my. We stayed out just about to the end of daylight. Everybody's a little bit tired.
It is the day before the equinox, about 5 p.m. This is our first camp after leaving Jotaman cabin, where we stayed for, I think, 4 nights. And the snow, it's been about 40 degrees, the hottest part of the day, and the snow is super deep and heavy. And this is as far as we got, bringing the snow machines up into this meadow here yesterday. And then we snowshoed very painfully up and over that little grade to go down to Lick Creek. So what's your hope for this equinox? Beautiful day.
Lunch at Pickerel Lake, or at least late afternoon snack. Yeah.
That's like 4 miles away. It is the afternoon of equinox, Tuesday, the March 21st. And we have had all kinds of false starts looking for the trail that supposedly exists as a tractor trail and another trail intersecting, and we actually got there per the coordinates on the map, and there was nothing. So Jeffrey's taken the Scandic through this lovely white open meadow, which is pretty easy to ride in, and we're just going by feel now. The maps are really not that helpful. We have been wandering all across the Tetlin Wildlife Refuge looking for trails, mythical trails. trails on maps even that don't seem to exist. Jeffrey, found an orange ribbon, which means this was somebody's trail.
So cool. Most of the going is pretty easy, but occasionally requires a little bit of shoveling and cutting and packing. So here we are coming down onto one of the little creeks out here in the big valley we're traveling through.
I'm about to film the ascent from Lick Creek Slough on the trail we just made. We are hoping to get to Pickerel Lake today. We better, it's Wednesday. We're supposed to be back home by Saturday. I thought he was gonna gun it. Being very, very cautious on the uphill curvature. There he goes, Jeffrey Mann. And here comes Kevin on the Bearcat, also affectionately known as the go-kart. Machine from the 80s, I think. If not the 70s. Oh, uh-oh. Here he comes. Kevin on the Bearcat. Wow, man.
This is taking Alissa, Kevin, a week to arrive. This is Pickerel Lake. An amazing journey. Today was a pretty long day for us. I think we snowshoed and Snowmachine 5 or 6 miles, breaking trail. Alissa walked the entire day.
So I was hitchhiking this morning at the base of the Nozoten Mountains, and this guy picked me up. This guy here. Whoop, better not lean that way. Ew. Our trail is 2 days packed, and so it's good for a passenger. And in fact, Jeffrey is such a skinny guy that it helps to have, man, this machine is such a beast that it helps to have my weight behind it. We are going to that gap in the mountains there. At the base lies Pickerel Lakes, and beyond about 5 or 6 miles is Jimmy Brown Lake, and that's our destination. And we're gonna camp there hopefully tomorrow. We just passed the place where the cabin was. We didn't actually find the cabin, just sort of a lean-to. We discovered actually part of a trail, which I'm sure was used by the cabin dweller. Kevin found an advert from Sears and Roebuck for a maternity girdle for $2.99, so we think it was from the 50s. And then Jeffrey discovered the continuation of the trail, just a little way to Pickerel Lakes. One of the great things about this trip, which we didn't know to anticipate, are these meadows that make breaking a trail really easy. We were not able to find the supposed tractor trail, so we just kind of followed these meadows and ended up finding our way to Pickerel Lake. Dang awesome.
Wow. Look where you've brought us. Oh my goodness.
All right, let's hear the story, Jeffrey.
What's that?
Kevin's making a video.
I got no story.
You do.
We're just trail hunting, trail sniffing.
Stump sniffing, trail finding.
Pecking our way through the ancestral winter landscape. We feel very lucky, the three of us, to be out here and have such a guided, protected, led trip. We are starting to navigate into the flats of Pickerel Lakes, and the through line of the old trail is straight ahead. You can actually see a little bit of the convergence of the depression of the trail, and a moose had followed it, but it also gives a visual. Yesterday I was pretty excited to get down to the body of water, and I veer off the main trail to the right, but we're going to be able to run along the flats of Pickerel Lake, so I think make pretty good mileage.
Zooming on Pickerel Lake. Jeffrey Mann, captain. We snowshoed up from the edge of Pickerel Lake, still looking for this supposed trail. Our map has a dotted line that says we're on it. But in this kind of random patterning of trees, it's pretty impossible to discern, and we really haven't seen it since soon after we left Jotaman Lake. Comes Breaking Trail. You might see some of his ballet moves as he struggles to balance this unwieldy behemoth of a machine.
On and beyond.
On and beyond. And here comes Kevin just zooming on the go-kart. No trouble at all. As we break trail, we have been more or less following wolf tracks. And just to prove it, we have a nice pile of wolf poop up here. Let's see what it's been eating. Looks like caribou hair. Maybe moose. Just in case anybody gets the wrong idea and thinks that breaking trail in these conditions is easy, it really isn't. Not only do you have to imagine where the trail is, but you also have to contend with willows and alders and stumps, things like that. Not for the faint-hearted. This is our clearest evidence yet of a trail. 2 places. We found wolf traps along the way. We're heading to Jimmy Brown Lake. It is late in the afternoon. I don't think we're gonna get there today. Guys have gone back for the snow machines, and I am advancing the trail on my own. Or trying to. I think it goes that way. But I'm not sure what good these snowshoes are doing. The snow is so heavy and soft that it seems like I'm sinking all the way down to the ground. Okay, now it is freaking nuts. And the boys... The boys... Look at that. Jeff is ululating. This is like best ever. It's just...
That could be the end of life as we know it.
Yeah. The dogs are going. Lexi's barking like crazy. Okay, no fighting, guys. What? Oh my God.
Oh, right above us. Here come Kevin and Alissa off of Lick Creek. We had to build a couple of ramps and bridges. And we are making our way through really cool terrain. There are these mesas, bluffs. And we just ran along through this meadow. Washer with sunshine. Classic loose leader.
You get so hot.
All right. Guys are getting ready to do the next section of the journey. Past the old broken down cabin, onto Pickerel Lake, and the Wolf Trail beyond. And then to our new camp on a little lake just on the other side of those mountains. There they go. And the corgis are waiting for me to go. You ready, Rue? the old Trappers Trail down to Pickerel Lake. There they go. Here's Pickerel Lake. We saw a lot of wolf tracks and even wolf poop. We pretty much followed the wolf all the way from here to our new camp spot. The wolf showed us the trail.
Alissa with the 2 corgis running behind. Dogs have had lots of exercise on this run.
Shine and Basho on the wolf trail. Sunshine barking. Oh, there goes Rue on the wolf trail. Go. No. What?
Let's try first. Let's see.
Push, shoot. You're gonna get crushed. Go. One. Go.
Right in against the trap. Yeah.
Come on, buddy. There's my boy. Oh,
Nice.
sweet.
No problem.
This is an interesting phenomenon. This is the camp circle that the boys made yesterday at our new camp location. Beautiful. And now they seem to think that they need to keep circling. Not exactly sure why, although I do think that Jeffrey is smoothing out the ridges. Dogs are happy to get here, even though it was only 9 miles. Well, 10 really, because I tipped my sled, and so everybody had to walk about a mile extra.
Well, we've made maybe the last camp area for this trip. Gonna try to extend the trail and finish things up. So here we are in this incredible setting. Just snowshoed a little bit, hoping to find the route. I had good luck today because within a quarter of a mile I got back onto the really fun blazes. And the language of following blazes on trees is quite a fun thing to reckon with. So up there before the rise, I found the first blaze and then the next. So now I've gone back to camp and we're gonna get rid of some of my clothes because it's about 35 degrees and take the snow machine and see if I can further the trail by 3 or 4 miles down to the next big lake. I think this blaze is a story unto itself. Somebody made a blaze that is about 3 feet long. Oftentimes they're small, maybe 3 or 4 inches long, and they help show the direction through a wilderness trail. This one stands out. Must have been a pretty riotous moment when somebody made that blaze. Yikes. Of course.
Oh, man.
All right, let's hear about it.
We're having adventures. Well, I could hear you guys most of the time.
Really?
Oh, no.
Made 1.1 mile at 5 o'clock.
Wow.
And it's 7.
And then it just vanished.
Oh, no.
That's
I
stinker.
got a blaze and it just vanished. I could not find it. And so I circled and circled and circled and circled with my saw, and I couldn't find it. And so finally I said, I just gotta go. And I'm just gonna go up, make a way. And I got up a little bit of up on the glade and then arced down back into the woods, found the blazes.
So
It is spring, and the chickadees must be mating. Listen to their calls. It's Saturday, and I'm not going to get back to work by Monday. That's okay. I'll just text my boss and tell him we're stuck on the trail. Advancing the trail today from camp was a great example of the difficulties of this endeavor. We're pretty sure nobody's been on this trail for 4 or 5 years, maybe. Jeff got up before breakfast and cut through a bunch of alders and willows so we could go a little bit further. And then we came to a woods and we split up, found blazes like crazy, but turns out they were natural. They weren't real blazes. So then we had a stretch where we made really good progress through the woods, still couldn't find the trail. And then we came to a landslide. And now maybe we have found a way again. We're pretty close to the lake, we think. Here comes Jeff, past the landslide, picking his way through a bunch of alders and willows and things like that. I found a single potential blaze that looks like a demon laughing. But now we're away from the landslide, and Jeff has his pick of paths here. Let's see which way he goes.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, see, he's cruising in the sunshine. Now, which way are you going to go?
Now what?
Now what? That's the question.
I want to drink out of that.
That water does. It looks
What?
good enough for drinking.
So we thought this ran downstream, but so it's actually going the other way.
Yeah.
That map.
That map. Yeah, really. So here we are at this beautiful little unnamed creek. We got on it after pretty ridiculous bushwhacking all day. And then, far out, we're gonna be able to run it all the way up to Jimmy Brown Lake. And lo and behold, no, we can't, because we keep coming into open water. So Kevin, so far so good.
It's cold. It's cold. It's ice cream head ain't cold.
We're hoping that he doesn't do the otter move. The first drink of spring.
All right.
Boys are trying to get Kevin unstuck from a log. This has been a very exciting day. It's about 6 p.m. We ran into a landslide, ran down a slough a little bit, got completely flummoxed, and then followed a wolf trail into the dark forest. What are your hopes for today,
Are you talking to
trail-wise?
Are you talking to Sunshine?
Uh-huh.
Sunshine, do you have any hopes today? Basha, do you have any
She wants to
today?
come on the trail today,
Is that what you're hoping?
not stay in the kennel.
Oh, it's a little bit tough to.
And what about you,
Well, my
trail boss?
that old equation of balancing hopes, expectations,
Mm-hmm.
and surprises. I'm right there. High hopes, low expectations,
Oh dear.
and great capacity for enjoying surprises today.
Yeah.
So maybe, possibly, we'll get out there after a good night's sleep and realize a nice opening on the way to Jimmy Brown.
Not a thicket.
Yeah, less thicket today, more openings.
Yeah. I
And
think we have a
maybe-
couple little stream crossings and then the lake, maybe.
Yeah. So hoping indeed they're just minor crossings and not ponderous gaps. And who knows?
Who knows what we'll find?
Who knows? Maybe we'll get all the way to the next main point soon. In the next
Ooh.
couple of
The
days.
highway, the
Yeah.
groomed highway.
The groomed highway down there by Cooper Creek. Maybe.
Okay. Getting ready. It is Sunday. Making preparations to leave camp. We only made 3 miles of trail yesterday, and we have about 6 more to go until Cooper Pass, which is when we think we're going to hit groomed trail from the crew who lives out in Shoshana and brought all their gear in the Snowmachine freight. This is our camp. There's Basho. Let's see. Here's our fire pit because our propane ran out. There's our trail heading down through the gap to where we want to go, the end of Nebezna Road. There's Jeff and my Arctic oven. The guys are fueling up. We have a fuel shortage. We're hoping we have enough to make it to where our car is parked on Nebezna Road. You guys think we're going to have enough gas to get there?
Yep.
Really?
Well, you think yes?
Well,
Well, you didn't say where. You said there.
There to our car. For somebody to get to our car.
yeah, for somebody to get to our car, yes.
Basho can get to our car. Put a little note on his collar to Calvin.
Hey, Calvin, send gas. Basho is our rescue dog.
He is St. Bernard. We put a little gas can on his collar or something, huh?
This is one of the better maintained parts of our new trail. We still are on a blaze trail here. That's pretty tame compared to what comes next. About to enter the demented demonic woods. The places of no blazes, wild thickets, landslides, and wolf trails.
Blaze right there. But I went down that way and I can see the wolf trap.
Oh. Nothing more to say.
No, I have not been doing a very good job of building consensus. So I want to just ask.
Oh, this is just for the video. Oh, come on. He doesn't usually act like this. He's like,
I've been informed. I'm growing my skill set. The question is, our trail that we made yesterday through, what's it called? The
demented
the
demonic
demented
forest.
woods,
Yeah.
a demonic forest. Do we pursue that because we know where it goes? Or do we explore where we see a new
We
blaze?
pursue it because we've broken it in.
We should totally go off of the broken in cleared trail that we did yesterday
Yeah.
and wind our way through the demonic forest.
To the narrows where we can't.
Through the narrows.
But I know that consensus building sometimes takes
Oh,
several
stop.
votes.
I'm going to turn the video off. This is why we have our guest side medical waivers. Landslide ahead of us. All that. Trail's supposed to be up there somewhere. Fine. Duck. Uh-oh, watch out for that one. Watch out for that. Oh my gosh. Amazing what a little bit of sunshine will do. The dastardly demented demonic woods have kind of turned into the beautiful, delightful woods. Lots of cottonwood trees here. Some big burls. This is an example of a tree with natural blazes. Should be where the trail is, should be blazes, but we haven't seen any for a couple miles. And these are just natural sap upwellings, I suppose. Look at this amazing bridge that Kevin and Jeff, beginning of a bridge. We have to get across this creek because we got pinned up against the mountain. There's nothing but tipped over timber. And so this is how you build a bridge. Amazing.
Let me start going. I'll pick up the spruce boughs from the bridge upstream. Sound good?
We finished our first bridge.
Fish what?
We were having some trouble getting the snow, which is like the consistency of sugar, to stick to the bridge. But we were shoveling up creek water on it to make a slush. But then Jeffrey said that there was another creek that we would have to cross. Now we're starting over. We're trying to use already compacted snow, like what's on top of that log. It's not all sugary. So we're starting over again. We still have about half a mile to go to Jimmy Brown Lake. So Kevin, what's your strategy for building a bridge?
Oh, I don't know. Get some good strong cross members like this to span it. And you fill in the gaps, you know, with something across it.
Bows. A good time, right, Jeff?
I'm having a great time.
I'm building bridges, sawing branches,
Yes, I am.
figuring out how to cross streams.
Wouldn't think that a little creek or two would create such an obstacle, but it does. And here they are working on the second bridge. The first one we did turned out we couldn't use it because alas, there was another creek and the banks were too steep. So Kevin and Alissa have built this incredible winter beaver dam to get across Creek 1.
Monday, and I'm supposed to be at work. Oh well, helps to have a good boss. Yesterday was really tough. We only made a mile. Did not make it. Still have a half mile to Jimmy Brown Lake. Had a wasted bridge and then had to make 2 more bridges, and then we had a little miscommunication and I walked a mile back to the machines.
Thank you, Kev.
And then was waiting for more than half an hour. Got cold while the guys were still working on the trail. We're hoping to get to a good trail today. The dogs are in the kennels. Hopefully I've got the warmth coolness ratio right. They'll be waiting here when we get back to camp, hopefully victorious. Monday, 2 o'clock. Phew, the wind's picking up. We're almost through. The lake is just over there, Jimmy Brown Lake. We've been picking trail through these nice open cottonwoods. Some huge burls. And look what we found. Beaver sign. Okay, so what do we have to do? What's our next task?
We have to bushwhack through a 1/4 mile of alder, but the good news is 2/3 of it is dead.
Yeah.
And just breaks at the slightest touch. And Jeff's pretty sure that he can just touch it with his machine and make that happen.
It will incinerate.
And then when we get here, we're in the middle of this great little slough covered with ice, and it takes us right up to the lake.
Forging ahead to Jimmy Brown while the guys get the machines. And I came across the wolf was heading away from the lake. You can see it's raised up like that because of the wind. The compressed snow stays. There it is, a whole line of them running. Holy cow, is it windy through here. I can see the lake just beyond. Whew. There it is. I think I'll turn around and go meet up with the guys again. This place is way too windy. Jimmy Brown!
Closest path to the river, I think, is also through that.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to hunt around.
Well, don't we always? Unfortunately, with all the snow blown off, it's frozen as thick as it possibly could be. So, and you can see the cracks and the ice going down a foot or so. It's super solid.
Maybe 4 feet.
I bet it is.
Well, it's amazing to see bare ground.
Yeah, really. This place is so dang windy.
cartoon, right?
It's a fiction.
How many times do you think it was right over the course of this journey?
1% of the time.
1%?
Well, 3% at the most.
3%, yeah. I think we confirmed it was right 3% of the time. How do you get all these little pieces of trail that are disconnected by like 20 miles?
Yeah.
How do you get to that little 3-mile piece of trail?
I don't know.
Magic.
Must be.
It requires a scouting trip in the summer. Okay? So we're going to have to come back out here and
Yeah.
retrace the route.
Oh my God.
And we'll just do it on foot.
We got up extra early this morning to try to get to Jimmy Brown Lake without wind. We are just on the outflow stream. Look at those mountains. It is gorgeous. This time yesterday, we had a strong headwind and we surprised 3 otters coming frolicking just through this corner. And they ran up this hillside to get away from us. They were just the cutest thing. Through those hills, the little ones in the foreground, we're gonna snake our way on a hopefully there's actually a trail there, and either there'll be a blaze trail all the way back or we will hop onto the Nebezna River. The ice we're going over, that is wind scoured.
Well, this was an amazing effort to build trail from Jimmy Brown Lake through the forest, over the hills, and down into the willow swamps to get to the Nebezna River. We've really had slow progress the last few days, like 5 miles total in 4 days or something. So we had to get our way out to Nebezna River.
Taking you on a tour of my first trail that I cleared all by myself. These are alders. I had to cut down a bunch of these guys. Here we are. The Nebezna River Flats. This makes for quick travel, we hope, so we can get downriver to where we're going, which is down there. Home to our car. All right.
We're getting to the Blaze Trail, Kev.
All right, take a couple more of those out. I'm sure we can find it somewhere.
Okay.
No, wait, this is not a skit.
Wait, I see.
What do you mean? This whole thing has been a
I'm pretty sure it's that way.
This is the Jeff Mann
Okay,
show.
wait. Listen, everybody.
What?
Kevin had a dream that we could get from Jimmy Brown Lake up and over the sneaky trail to get to the river, which was our only sure way of getting out tomorrow, because we're talking about eating dog food next, and we're almost out of gas. So the trail was amazing. We just had to chainsaw a couple trees and cut down some willows. The river's right over there, and on the way back, we found Jeff, what is it?
Here it is. That incredible mythical blaze. There is so clearly a trail here now. And
yeah, it's not on the map as a trail, and we tried to find the map trail and it didn't exist.
it's gonna maybe be blazed with some code that indicates that it was done in 2023 by Kevin, Alissa, and Jeff.
Yeah, because we're pretty freaking awesome.
Yeah.
We snow machine down to the Nebezna, and this is what we found. Open water. That's a little channel, not even Stone Creek, coming into the Nebezna. This is the Nebezna proper. Looks like some spooky ice. There's definitely open water. Jeffrey just ran across there. It's really shallow, so I think he thinks that we are going to take our snow machines through that, onto that little sandbar, then through the next one. We got a ways to go. We got 2 more major creeks to cross before we can get down there. Holy crap. I think he's gonna run through again, trying to see if our snow machine, we have no other option. We are out of food and gas. Okay. God. At the Tanana River, you got down to your skivvies. You're overdressed. Oh, we're on overflow. Yeah. So we had to cross through the water. Okay. We think maybe Cooper Creek comes out of that valley. We're actually
frozen. That's a great sign. You like it, huh?
Oh my God, blown away. And it makes me want to paddle it in the summer. We can come up and paddle from Fresno all the way down to Northwood.
We have half an hour per our agreement with Kevin to see whether Cooper Creek is passable, and if there's a groom trail, it should be on the other side of Cooper Creek. So we got half an hour to figure that out. Hey, what?
The fear moment I had was crossing that open water.
Yeah.
I always think open water.
Yeah. This is not a boat. Although what we're running on right now is gravelly snow. It's a good thing we didn't do our trip any later, or all this would be a big muddy mucky mess. And to come all this way over land on a trail that doesn't exist would take us another week. The question we're about to find out is Cooper Creek going to be crossable? We think it's just around this point. This is extreme snow machining. Alright, we see some open water a little bit. Oh, we see water. It doesn't look very safe to cross. We're on some pretty marginal stuff here. Hopefully we won't fall through. We're past Creek. I thought this trip was going to be boring.
That looks like incredible.
Hey, let's do this. We're going to go across this ice. Jeff promises we're not going to drown. Did a Brody on this ice. Being on ice skates. The ice making a crazy sound. Look at that upwelling up there in front of us. It's like a big bubble. Okay. The trail is here? This is the trail? Holy shit. Right next to the hole. Right next to the hole. And the other hole? God. Okay, hopefully we don't die though. Can we get across?
Yeah, that we made it down past Cooper Creek, and going is a bit easier coming down the river than it has been for the last 10 days.
This is the highway.
Oh my
We
goodness.
went right in between two giant holes where the river is flowing.
I think that's because they carry so much cargo. Oh,
Yeah.
There are a lot of different places right here we can cross and avoid this. But for right now, X marks the spot.
Okay, well our timer's about to go off. We better get back to Kevin. I can't believe this.
Kevin's waiting back into John Lake.
That's our trail back home.
We didn't make it.
Yeah, we almost did.
Well, Alissa, what have we done? What trail? Oh my gosh. I think by the time we're done, we'll have done about 110, maybe 115 miles. Most of it in very tiny increments. Oh my gosh, but look at this. Look at where we are. Some of the most spectacular country we have ever seen. All the hard work of the last 2 weeks here feels so worth it.
Alright, this is the sneaky path. We're about to go up it for the first time. We just made this in about not even 2 hours probably. We had to cut down trees. Climb up mountainside. Definitely maneuvers again. Up. A couple more logs. Had to avoid that ravine. There's some side hill that the boys fixed.
Put a nice terrace plateau to that side hill.
Yeah, nice job. Whoa. That's where the bear is hibernating. I see that roof there. Yeah. The trail that was not on the map. It got us from Jimmy Brown Lake to the Fresno River. Oh, look! There's Kevin! And there's campfire. Kevin! Kevin, you look like a hobbit!
Oh my God, what an amazing, amazing place.
Here he is.
This is a great spot.
Kevin! Wait, stop, Jeffrey. Kevin, we found it.
Tell me, what's the story?
It doesn't, okay. We ran the snow machine through open water. Then it was crazy ice.
Glare ice.
Some glare ice. We did a Brody. We heard the boom, boom, boom vibrations. Stone Creek was completely frozen. We were worried about that.
Excellent.
And then Cooper Creek was the big thing. We had to cut it. We had to cross a lot of ice. There were some huge upwellings like this.
Wow.
And just as we got, the country is amazing. We'll show you all the videos when we get back.
Come up here. Oh man, everybody made it home. Yay. Kevin, no problems. There was concern that you might run out of gas today, but you didn't. We did a good, incredible, and tomorrow, be prepared to have your mind blown by
Oh my God.
landscape.
When we have dinner, we'll have movies.
Okay, movies and dinner. That's great.
Move camp tomorrow.
We're just packing up camp for our last day. Man, are we gonna miss this place? And it's the crack of noon, I think, at least. We're gonna go over the scary river again. And then we are going to hit the Nebezna Road and drive down to Calvin's house where we stashed the Subaru. This has been an amazing trip. Jeff's preparing to cross the bridge with the Scandic, and we beaked it up, but Kevin's holding a rope onto the end of the blue burrito sled. Roo, come here. So it doesn't go over into the stream. Even though the stream is very shallow, we are having a great day and run. The dogs are having a great time. Yeah, I think it's pretty smart to have that sled on a leash. Oh no, it's behaving itself. Well, there he goes. I thought we were gonna help him. No, he's not that worried. Oh, crap. Yep. Oh, shoot. Shabash. No, I don't think. Oh, it's a...
Hey, Jeff. Winch time?
Trees. It's a tree.
Are you seeing a tree?
Yeah, that tree that fell over. You got it now. Oh, yeah. Holy crap. So, Jeff's just getting ready to winch. Got stuck on this tree that fell obligingly. Well, didn't want it to be a part of our bridge, but I just buried it in snow and ended up causing him to get stuck. Here we go. He's gonna winch. Winch is on a tree. Winching his way over. Tree that was in the way. And the burrito sled is following along. This is only the second time we've had to winch this trip, which is pretty amazing. Kevin's assisting. And I think he's got it. Dogs are having the best time in this forest. The snow is really shallow. There's animal tracks all over the place. Yes, the Bearcat can make it up. Come here, kids. Come out of the way.
All the way. So I'm going to keep on moving.
All right.
All right. Maybe, if we're lucky.
All right. Kevin's cutting down the trees that were in the way. All right, we'll move it. Watch out. See how the tundra does. It's not going to hit. Pop, pop. trail hunting in my beautiful cottonwood forest. Gotta find one that is not too big because they're really heavy. Just the right height.
Is it really?
Yep.
Cool. All right. Well, we've been following blazes off and on all through this country, and Kevin and Alissa and I made a trail that comes from Jimmy Brown Lake over to the Nebezna River. It's a really good passage, and we're gonna leave one blaze at the entry to the trail on the Jimmy Brown side of things. So first I'm gonna knock one branch off so it's clear. Anybody traveling around the lake ought to be able to catch this one blaze right at the edge of the lake. And the tradition of people here in the interior and travelers in the wilderness. Hope I do it right. Oh, jeez.
So what's the story of this hatchet?
Well, my former mother-in-law, Molly, used this for hunting moose, and the aspect of being able to break apart bones when couldn't quite get through it with your knife or saw. That branch is a little thick. I think blaze down here.
Yep.
That looks pretty good.
It catches the eye. Well done, sir.
And here comes Kevin, bringing up. What's that, Kay? You know it. Out of the woods and onto the Nebezna River plain. Well, there the dogs leading the way. Rasha already made it across the woods. Sunshine says, I got this.
That was exciting. This is the other side. We all had to run across. Jeff tipped the sled. The dogs were in the kennel, got a little bit wet. Now he's taking out his aggression on the ice. And we all have wet feet. That's all right, that's what I'm doing. Baby, I thought that you went further up. You crossed. No.
I got on the river. The river highway and stayed and trusted it.
And I closed my eyes.
So
Okay.
we just don't want to go sloping down right or sloping down left. Watch what I do, you follow.
Okay.
That's like the wind. They don't follow.
There's no wind.
Oh my God. This is the scary part. Oh, watch your sled, please. Okay, straight. Jeez. All right, he did it. I'm gonna have him do mine. This ice. Well, he made it. So that was pretty good. But it's caving in. So I had to get across. Oh shit. See that caving in? Alright guys, you can do it. Nice and slow. You're okay, you're okay.
use God. It's gonna be alright. Here it comes. He's got it as long as the sleds don't skid. Maybe. Okay, he's got it. Okay. Yeah.
That big bird just caved in.
Ho, ho, ho.
When I was here, that big bird just caved in.
Which one?
The one kind of most blue. Yeah.
Oh, baby. We are running this very blue, partially caved in part of the Nebezna.
You know, like
We
I
just
slowed
went
down
through,
because
there was
I
a
wanted
lot
to
of
make sure
water
you guys
that
were
we just went
moving.
through.
But we don't want to get stuck in that shit because we're going to have zero traction.
Yeah,
So we got to here, and what do you
How
know?
about
we're
that?
safe.
How about that?
Wait, we don't know for sure. We still have more.
We might have more. No, we're exclaiming that we landed right on the trail.
Yeah, Jeff went across a mile of fresh overflow and still came out right on the trail.
Fucking hell, we just drove through blue water. Okay, I'm,
Premature.
yeah, let's get through the rest.
Wow, this is such beautiful country. There we are looking up at the headwaters of the Nebezna River and the Nebezna Glacier. This is beautiful, stunning country. We are so fortunate to travel through here, and we are really grateful that we've made it safely so far. A little precarious this afternoon, evening, as we're coming from way down there through the Narrows and following the river, hoping to avoid open channels and the early signs of decaying ice. Yep, but here we are, even across the slush and the glare ice. Yikes, everyone's still smiling, I think. Kevin, are you smiling? Yeah. Alissa, are you smiling?
I am, but I'm cold.
Okay, time to get going. We're getting cold and tired. We've got to finish our run.
I'm videoing. Go.
Had just about enough fuel down to the few ounces. And
Down the road to Calvin's.
we have 1.5 miles still to Calvin's house. And
We siphoned it out of the Bearcat. Here we are.
That it starts.
they've been such incredible machines on this trip.
It's always good to know how many more miles you can get after the vehicle's ready to be empty.
This is the whole train.
Right?
Holy, what a trip. And look, dirt patch. Part of the road was mostly dirt, so we couldn't have done this trip a day later. We hit some frozen overflow, not to mention the terrifying Nebezna.
It doesn't quite look like it's in line. As a matter of fact, it doesn't look like it's even attached anymore. I wonder if this is a problem.
Only if you have another 10 feet drive. Fortunately, you don't.
Wait, you guys just pulled in and you discovered that the wheel had fallen off?
It just fell off just now.
Because there were no lug nuts attached?
No lug nuts.
It just completed its falling off process just now.
Jeffrey, you are bathed in an aura of luck.
So true.
No.
And you know what else? Look at the tire isn't even damaged.
And it has, the rim is shit, but there's one lug nut still on. This is Molly of Mentasta, right?
Yeah,
And
I was raised in Slover. My folks moved down there.
yeah, I remember that story. So you were born in Sislodi? No, you were born on Indian Pass. your mom and dad were coming from Sliner River down by Carlson Creek up over Indian Pass to Mintasta, and your mom gave birth to you up in Indian Pass is what you told me. She just scooped you up and kept on walking.
Yeah.
We got things to do and places to go, she said.